Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the People's Lima, episode 390. Eric Lima, your host here. Well, enough about the weather, enough about the Patriots and the Super Bowl, the Broncos winning and everything else, winning it and all that. We're moving on to the Boston Red Sox roster 2016. Now, what I'm about to do is I'm going to try to break down the best I can to talk about some of the roster, this projected roster for this year. And since the trucks have moved out for spring training, they're on the way to Florida and nice warmer climates while we sit here in New England staring at the white stuff on the ground. So let's talk about the 2016 Red Sox. I'm looking forward to it. Here we go. Let's talk about the starting rotation first. My projected starting rotation, you're going to have David Price, Clay Buchholz, Rick Porcello, Joe Kelly, and Eduardo Rodriguez. I think those five will be your starters. Eduardo Rodriguez will round out. Will be the fifth. I think he'll be the fifth guy. We got Rowanus Elias and Henry Owens. To me, Henry Owens is going to need another seasoning in Pawtucket. He did not do so well coming up here to the main roster. And just I don't know. He probably with the jitters, the nervousness, and a lot of pressure was on him. They hyped him up way too much. I think another season in Pawtucket is needed for Henry Owens unless he gets his stuff together and in spring training, who knows for sure. Rowanus Elias is another guy. If he emerges up, I say, if you want to go with a six-man rotation, Elias and Owens could be the two. One of the two guys competing for the sixth spot. But I think it projected five will be David Price, Clay Buchholz, Rick Porcello, Joe Kelly, and Eduardo Rodriguez. Erod, but he doesn't want to be called Erod, and I can understand why. Let's talk about the bullpen. Your new closer will be Craig Kimbrell, Mr. Crab. People, look at that stance there. He'll be our new closer. That means Koji Uehara will move from that closer position to the setup position for the eighth inning. Junichi Tazawa will be your seventh inning guy. Carson Smith, I see him. I heard he's very, very good when he was with Seattle. Carson Smith, I see him as your sixth inning guy. All right. Probably if the starters don't go the distance. Brandon Workman will be a solid reliever as well. Robbie Ross, Heath Hembry, Noe Ramirez, and Tommy Lane. Tommy Lane, I see you're a lefty specialist, so I think if Robbie Ross can go in that too, I think you talk about lefty specialists and like one hitter, one out type of picture. So I think the rest of the bullpen will be sorted out. I think Carson Smith will be a solid sixth inning guy if the starters go at least 5 innings, if they want to get the win and all that. But, if the starters can be healthy and can go all the way, great. But if not, I know Carson Smith, Brandon Workman will be at the ready. I believe that. Let's talk about your outfield. Rusney Castillo, Jackie Bradley Jr., Mookie Betts, and the newly acquired Chris Young. I think Chris Young will be the fourth outfielder. And I think Castillo, Bradley, and Betts will be opening day starters. Castillo could be left, Betts in center, and Bradley in right, is my opinion. Or you could switch Castillo and Bradley in the corner outfield positions, in my opinion. I think that's a good, decent outfield. Bradley and Betts have speed in the outfield, so the defense is going to be very, very good. Chris Young, who knows? If he emerges up, you can spell Castillo on the bench and let him start. Who knows for sure? Chris Young's pretty good, so that's what I think. Sorry if it's been a while since I talked about baseball, so bear with me here, folks. Let's talk about the infield. Pablo Sandoval will be your third baseman. Xander Bogaerts, the X-Man, will be at short. Dustin Pedroia will be back from an injury. Petey will be at second base, and Hanley Ramirez will play first base. They're going to try him out at first base this year. He's been a flop in defensively in left field. But if he decides to stick in left field, though, Hanley Ramirez, we got a couple guys coming off the bench, especially Alan Craig, who could compete for first baseman's job. Devin Marrero will be your middle infielder, and will be take on the middle infield positions if something should happen to Pedroia or Bogaerts. Travis Shaw and Alan Craig could challenge for the first base position. But your utility fielder is Brock Holt. The guy can play anywhere. So watch for him. And every time he starts, he's thrived. Brock Holt has thrived. So Brock Holt could be the main key for all this because he can really help out, and he's helped a lot. So watch for Brock Holt. I think Brock Holt's gonna be he's a former All-Star, so the Brock Star. So keep that in mind. DH will be David Ortiz. Obviously, this is his final season. And after he retires, and Hanley Ramirez with that big contract, he'll be moving to the DH position, and that will free up. It'll be making an interesting outfield. For the bench, I got Travis Shaw and Devin Marrero, along with Chris Young and Brock Holt. You can help out there. The catchers, Blake Swihart, Ryan Hannigan, and Christian Vasquez. Vasquez will still be rehabbing for the Tommy John surgery, so I don't expect him to start on opening day. Probably come back mid-season. Blake Swihart, I think he's young. He's young. He can do a lot of things, and I believe that this will be his coming out party for the for the season. I think he'll be the opening day catcher. You got Ryan Hannigan backing him up. So that's my opinion on the Red Sox 2016 season. I'm looking forward to it. Be very interested to see what happens because the Eastern Division title has been changing hands a lot. It's been 2000 it was Baltimore, and then last year was Toronto, and the year before that was Baltimore. The year before that was Boston, obviously, and so it's no longer Red Sox Yankees. Everybody has a chance to compete. It's going to be the Eastern Division has in the AL in the American League has been very competitive as of late, and I'm looking forward to see what's all about the Yankees bullpen. I heard they got Aroldis Chapman, so I think they're going to be a lot stronger in the bullpen. So it'll be very interesting to see if the Yankees and Red Sox will probably battle it out for the Eastern Division title. That's what my opinion on, because we got a pretty good, decent bullpen, and hopefully, I think the key is health. And if everybody on the Red Sox stays healthy, I think we have a shot. I think we have a shot to take the Eastern Division title, only if the Red Sox can stay healthy. If not, we're screwed. So that's and the rotation and the bullpens hold up as well. And John Farrell and Torrio Lovell will be back. And I forgot the rest of the coaches, but you know what? Whatever coaches they have, they'll work things out. Most of the players are in spring training already. They want to get a head start, which is very, very good. They have that desire to get going, which I applaud them on that matter. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? So I'm looking forward to the Red Sox season. Probably during my vacation time, I'll probably watch a few spring training games to see what's up, to see how the Sox are going to do. We're halfway through February. We're halfway through this week, which is good. And we'll see what happens. Pray for safety for me. I heard probably a flurry could happen on Friday into Saturday. Who knows for sure? So I'm going to really be very, very careful out there because it's going to be wicked cold during the weekend, especially Valentine's Day coming up. So from here on out, I wish everyone to have an early happy Valentine's Day since it's Sunday. Of course, and the road to 400 episodes continues on. And I'm hoping that I do the 400. I'm going to try to hold off until the 400 episode on my birthday. I want to make it like super special. It's on a Sunday though, so very, very interesting to see what's going to happen. So with that being said, that's all the time we have on the show. And episode 390 has been complete. To my family, relatives, friends, and subscribers, keep it homie fresh. And to all those haters and trolls that like to troll my videos and hate on it and accuse me of being somebody else, eat a Snickers and change your quackish. So long, God bless y'all, and have a great day, and stay safe out there if you're in a snowstorm.